Hello, welcome back to Matt's Coins and part 8 of this bronze hunt, where I'm going through, just over 11 kilos worth of bronze, mixture of pennies, half pennies and farthings, looking to see what we can find, see what albums we can upgrade and fill, looking for varieties as well, although the variety hunting will predominantly be done after the hunt, with a wrap up to follow. A bit more on the zoom there we are. So I've got a few different albums on the go. I've got my own collection, which will be the first to be upgraded, followed by some Whitman albums that I have as well. Not the recessed ear variety. Any nicer coins I am putting aside for special attention under the scope and the albums. And as previously, I will follow this up with some details on the different varieties that I find during the hunt, as well as any nicer coins, foreigns, that sort of thing. Okay, our first Victoria of this video, 1899. The first farthing for this one, 1945. I'm waiting on a farthing book arriving still at the time of recording. I was hoping it would have been in today's post, but sadly it's not. Okay, in 1902 I can see straight away that's the high tide variety. Two different varieties, all based on that line by there. $1915, looking for the recessed ear, looking for the broken tooth above, can't see it there. Not impossible to find hunting, I have found one or two previously. There's also a variety of the 1921, which is all to do with that gap between the A and the B. I can't remember which way around the the lettering system goes for this one off the top of my head, but that does seem to be the wider gap, and that's the one we want to find in a 1920 dated coin. Okay, this is a 1946, and there is a variety where there is a dot just up by here, and I just think that's damage rather than the variety we're looking for. It will be check date, so we won't miss it. Okay, we've got 1957, two varieties on the reverse on these, calm C and rough C. That's the rough C variety. So far we've not seen the calm C, which looks somewhat similar to this one on this 1944. I have got a video, if you want to look for it, that looks at some penny varieties from one of my previous hunts, and that includes a comparison of the rough and the calm C 1957. Better condition 1962. Keep that just in case it upgrades the albums. If not the albums, the Whitman album at least. 1916, also a year with the recessed ear. Looking for the broken tooth just up by there again. I don't see it on this one, but I've got the scope in front of me, if I can just switch it on. And it's not, as I thought. Oh, we got another Irish. 1928. What's that, 95-year-old? Still in decent nick, that one. $19.19, we're looking for mint marks, we're looking for the KN mint mark really for our album, but I'll put aside anything like a KN, a Heaton H mint mark as well. $19.19 again, no mint mark. 1946, nope. We go with Victoria, 1897. Various different date widths on the Victorian coins. I do look at those. And if we get any different ones, I shall certainly cover those in a future video. $19.18, no mint mark, sadly. Polo. Yeah, that can go in the reject pile as well. What have we got? 1930 halfpenny. $57, rough sea again. That's all got gunk on it. Here we go, 1920. Yeah, in the B are close. $19.19, no mint mark, very worn. Seen a lot of use. Someone's had a go at painting this one silver. Okay, 1902 high tide again. 1930. So 43. Okay, so this should be the last handful for this video. So I've got just the right amount out for this one. And the first one is an 1886 Victoria halfpenny. I do need quite a few of those, so if they go anywhere, they'll probably go in the album, my album, rather than the Whitman folder. $1940, I already mentioned the two different varieties on that one. Previous video does show the difference. Looks like he's taking a beating. Oops. 57 rough C again. Right, what have we got here? Ooh. 1918. Heaton? Can that be a mint mark? It certainly is. Let me... In terms of the coin, it does appear to have very little wear on the high points, but it seems to be very weakly struck elsewhere. Wow. Definitely one to... If I turn these off, will we get a better view of the scope? Definitely a Heaton mint. And you can see there plenty of detail on Britannia. Let me just pause the video a second. I'm going to get the other 1918 that we've just found and we'll do a side by side comparison. Right, okay, so here's our Heaton one, and then when you look at the wear that you normally get on these pennies, you can see how much more defined, and there's a big blob on the eye there, this particular one is. Definitely not perfect, but still quite a nice condition if it wasn't for the weaker strike, or somebody's sandblasted it, I don't know. Well, that's definitely one that's going to be looked at in a bit more detail. Editor Matt here. So I've put this out to some of my knowledgeable friends in Facebook land, and they've come back and said that this is, you know, in EF condition. Weak strikes are normal for the 1918 Heaton pennies. So I've, you know, got some pictures on the screen here that I've taken and given to them. So two people have come back and said EF, which I'm very, very, very happy at. So mintage figures for this particular coin is, I've seen figures of around the 3,600,000 mark, but New Mister states it as 2,573,000. And then if we go and have a look at the value on these particular coins, one of the sites I've used here is All Coin Values. EF condition, £130. One of these sold at London Coins and their auctions for £250. So all in all, I think this was a very good find. Let's get the lights back on. So, as we go into these last few coins in, I'd like to say, if you haven't already subscribed, please click that subscribe button. It only takes a few moments to do. Makes me feel that there are people that want my videos. You know, at the time of filming, just approaching the 310 mark, it'd be nice to see where I am when this video actually goes out. If you want to leave me a comment, please do so. I do try to respond to everyone as best as I can. But I shall leave you on this 1957 rough C halfpenny yet again. And I shall say thank you for watching, and I shall see you on the next one.